What's going on, y'all? Goofy Rexy here, and hope everybody is doing well. And welcome, guys, to the weekly headliner update, week number 54. Now, if you're new to the weekly headliner, this is where we discuss what is upcoming this week in Marvel Strike Force, and then we recap the important topics from the previous week as well. Now, we got a lot of stuff to talk about here this week. We have the Ghost-Spider Blitz that just happened. Numbers were absolutely astonishing here, so we're going to be going through those numbers and what to expect in this upcoming Blitz this week on Thursday, which is our second iteration. And then we also had the Scarlet Spider event as well, Fresh Horizons, milestones. A little disappointed with the amount of shards that players are going to be able to get here. And just overall, just the entirety of the event, Pocket Dimension and Fresh Horizons as well. We're going to talk about that and sort of kind of the trend that Scopely has been setting with these character releases recently. And then we're also going to talk about some interesting rumors that happened over this past weekend, or week, I should say, as well. Tech Ray team, and then also Apocalypse and the teams that could be coming as well because of Apocalypse release sometime in 2022. But we're going to talk about this, guys, and so much more on the weekly headliner update. And we're going to start right now. All right. Welcome back, guys. And of course, if it's your first time coming to the channel here and you would like to see some more Marvel Strike Force content, then consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you will know when my videos do go live. And then there's a few links that are down below in the description. One where you can join my Discord and become a part of the Goof Troop community here. You can also take my Twitch link is also down below, where I do stream Marvel Strike Force content on a weekly basis, Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday nights now. That's going to be the new schedule here. Also, there's a few other links, Twitter, Facebook, that's also down below as well. My Patreon, which is another way for you to support the channel. And also Amazon coins, guys. If you're looking to save some money here on your Marvel Strike Force or mobile in-game purchases, then Amazon coins, I should say, is right for you. Check out the link that's down. All right, let's do that part over. All right, welcome back, guys. And if it's your first time coming to the channel here and you would like to see some more Marvel Strike Force content, then consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so that you will know when my videos do go live. And there's a few of the links, one where you can join my Discord to become a part of the Goof Troop community there. That's where we talk about Marvel Strike Force related content. And of course, every now and again, we talk about some stuff that's not Marvel Strike Force related. And then there's also my Twitch link where I do stream Marvel Strike Force on a weekly basis, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. That's the new schedule that's going to be starting this week here. We also have a link to my Twitter, my Facebook, which is where I do post announcements throughout the week. Also my Patreon link, which is another way for you to support the channel. And then finally, Amazon coins. If you're looking to save some money here on your Marvel Strike Force in-game purchases or mobile in-game purchases, then Amazon coins is right for you. That's the way that I'm able to save up to 20% here on my in-game purchases. But let's dive into the first topic for this week, which was the Ghost-Spider Blitz. And boy, that was astonishing in a lot of ways, man. The numbers were outside of this. They got to be record-breaking numbers. I don't think I've ever seen someone hit 100 million in a Blitz. This was Stocky 187 that won the Blitz, won Marvel Strike Force, as far as I'm concerned, with the numbers that he got here. The top 100 cutoff was at 69.1 million, and the predictions for this were definitely a little bit off, right? So actually, the first predictions that went out had the top 1 to 100 cutoff at 54.2 million, the top 1% at 36.7. They later revised it and said, nah, boo-boo, that's probably not what it's going to be. And they brought it all the way up to 59 for 1 to 100, and then 47 million for top 1%. But as you can see, man, those numbers were still off. And dude, I got 51.5 million thinking I'm going to be able to at least get top 1%. I didn't even get top 1%. The most that I got, ended up to top 2 to 3%, which is a little disheartening. So I'm going to be honest with you, man. Thursday, your boy is not going to be blitzing as much anymore. I'm probably just going to do maybe 3 or 4 rotations a day. That should be good enough to probably get me to 2 to 3%, or at least 4 to 10%. Again, or 4 to 10% is probably where it's going to land me. But that's enough, man. I'm doing 2 weeks of this hard blitzing. I don't know. Y'all let me know, man. What do y'all think? Should I go hard again on this blitz? The cutoff for 2 to 3%, from what I understood, was 52.7 million. Was the top 1% was 52.7 million for top 1%. 2 to 3, I'm not entirely sure what that was, but obviously you can see what the top 1 to 100 is. So I would say if you're gonna be shooting for numbers again, this is your, if you're looking for top 1 to 100, 69 million. If you're looking for top 1%, you're probably going to want to shoot for 53 million there to be able to land you the shards that you want. I also wanted to share this infographic as well. So this with the amount of teams that we have now, you're always trying to maximize your teams, your Blitz roster, and figure out how you can put together teams that can work for you, that can get you the most points, right? So Pathfinder Gaming, which is another one of our content creators here, created this infographic. I'm actually going to link his YouTube channel and also going to link this infographic as well in the description of this video. So take a look at that there. He went through how you can get 37 separate Blitz teams here. Now, I was able to use some of these. I didn't use all of them because some of my characters aren't built up to really go on a Blitz team. They're more suited for a reset team. So this is kind of, but this is still serves as a good infographic for you to kind of try to maximize your roster, to try to maximize the amount of points that you could possibly get. So I would definitely take a look at this link here and then try to put together these teams that potentially could work for you in your ensuing Blitz rotations here. So yeah, take a look at that, guys. I'm gonna leave that down in the description, but wanted to also talk about this as well. Wanted to kind of do like a quick tower mode recap. So we had tower mode last week that ended on Thursday. And as you can see, this is what I got. I got the top 1 to 1% rank rewards here. Got me some Avenger Tower orbs, and more so importantly for me, the T4s and the teal gear orbs. The teal orbs is really kind of what I was really interested in. But there's a lot of really mixed feelings on pros and cons. The general feedback was that this was an okay game mode. Some had a lot of fun. They thought it was really good and fun for theory crafting. There were some who said, you know, something to build towards. I'm looking forward to being able to build towards that later. Not necessarily build specifically for Avengers Tower, but to build my roster and then be able to effectively do better in Avengers Tower later on. So there were some players who definitely did share that sentiment there. I personally, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I was only able to get to maybe floor 66 or 65, I think. And I mean, I still enjoyed it quite a bit because I was able to use some teams and use some hybrids, and it kind of gave me a little bit of a night of ability to plan out what I would do the next day, or plan out which teams I would use, you know, throughout my tower run, if you want to call that, on a particular day. So I did like it quite a bit, but I did feel that, and this is what I gather from the community, that a lot of people felt left out with tower mode, right? Because they weren't able to get past floor 15 or floor 10 or whatever, right? So a lot of the community did feel left out. And you might say, hey, well, it's an end game mode content. Well, if that's the case, then some of the rewards or some of the milestones definitely needed to be shifted, right? There were definitely some rewards that were there, some of the milestones, some of the rank rewards that I think more suited players that were probably mid-game a little bit earlier on. So I think that you probably should have made at least some of the content, a decent amount of the content a little bit easier for them. I think another way that maybe potentially they could make a tweak to this is maybe adding a difficulty selection meter. So kind of similar to how you have, and forgive me guys for the camera here, there's a lot of light coming in. But there's some, you know, there's maybe some like how you do with your event campaigns, right? So the difficulty selectors where you have your easy mode, your medium, and then your hard. Maybe doing that, yes, the rewards would be less, but it would make it easier for maybe some players who are not able to participate. And once again, you might say, hey, this is end game content, they need to get over it. Well, if that's the case, then maybe you should shift who's able to enter into it then, right? Because I mean, somebody who's at level 60 can do Avengers Tower, from my understanding. So you kind of got to allow for them to be able to participate enough to be able to enjoy and have some fun doing it as well, which I didn't really think this mode was really catered towards that. So hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. That's kind of where my thoughts are with tower mode. It was fun a little bit. I do feel that there were some things that I didn't necessarily like about it. But mostly for me, I'm just going to talk about the community and how some of the community felt left out. And I do understand that for sure, that, yeah, you're right. I mean, if I was under maybe 10 million TCP, this is probably not an entirely fun game mode for me. And people can get to end game before reaching 10 million TCP. So imagine how they feel, right? That's kind of my thoughts where that is concerned. But wanted to shift some gears here. We do have a legendary character that is going to be released. Well, not released, but a legendary event that is going to be happening tonight here, and that is going to be for Dr. Octopus. This event's going to be lasting until Wednesday night. And Doc Ock, great character. You can obviously use your X-Force characters to unlock him. There's a double drops going on for Doc Ock right now. So do take advantage of that. Congratulations to those who are going to be unlocking Doc Ock today. Congratulations to you guys. Sensational character used in a lot of different game modes, raids, for your Tech Doom raids. I'm using them a lot right now. For Dark Dimension, I know he was a stalwart character for me in DD3, DD4. And I'm definitely planning on bringing him into Dark Dimension 5 as well. Sensational character. So congratulations to those who are going to be unlocking them. But one of the things that I will say, man, is I feel like this was a little bit of a missed opportunity here. Missed opportunity, in my opinion, with the simple fact that we're not getting another legendary character who is Omega Red. And we got Resolute. We got we got Pocket Dimension starting this week, right? Where you need characters that have the Resolute tag, or you can only use characters that have the Resolute tag. Omega Red being one of the characters that has the Resolute tag. And I know that there's a lot of players, man, right now that are like, bro, I could 100% unlock Omega Red. I have the characters available and ready, but you're not going to be able to do so. And it won't matter if the next legendary event is most likely going to be on the 24th. Today's the 10th. So Pocket Dimension is going to be done because it's a 10-day event. Pocket Dimension is going to be done by the time, if they choose to release Omega Red on the 24th of this month. It's just frustrating, man, because they've been doing this a lot. They do this a lot with legendaries too, right? Like we just saw this with Adam Warlock. I think we saw it with Jubes, right? Adam Warlock, his legendary event was on Monday. And then that Thursday, you had the Shatterstar Blitz, which was after the legendary event, where players could have actually benefited from getting more shards for Shatterstar if you had done that Blitz prior to the actual legendary event. So they do this intentionally, and I don't like it. I think this is something that they really need to revise and do well by your players, man, by actually giving them the opportunity. If you're gonna do a Blitz for a character that you need for a legendary unlock, at least do it in a way where players can get some extra shards towards that legendary character. That would be a nice way to go. That's a proper way of doing it, of preparing for an event, not just with a login calendar and double drops. No, that's not the way to do it. For Pocket Dimension, dude, you're gonna give Omega Red the Resolute character trait. At least give players the opportunity to unlock Omega Red before the Pocket Dimension is released, so that players who don't have Omega Red can then use Omega Red in the Pocket Dimension. So I don't know, man. I just feel like this was definitely a missed opportunity. Kind of frustrating for me, man, that they're going in this route. I would have liked for them to do it differently. Now, you do have some other characters that obviously are good with the Resolute trait. You got Miles, you got Scarlet Spider, there's Cersei, there's Shuri is valuable. You can find some value here with multiple men, maybe Magic if you choose to invest, or, yeah, there's some other characters that you can use here for sure. But I think Omega Red definitely is a standout character that would do really well, and it would have been nice if they had given you the opportunity to unlock him. With that being said, we talked about Pocket Dimension, which is one way for you to be able to get some shards here that you need for Scarlet Spider. And then we had this Fresh Horizons milestone event right now for Scarlet Spider as well, which was, in my opinion, kind of disappointing, man. Kind of disappointing. This is a 14-day milestone. As you can see already, I've already gone through the milestone 17, which is the last place that you can get shards, the last milestone that you can get shards here in this event. So it kind of feels like, once again, like a little bit of a letdown, right? That it's only 51 shards in total. If you do Pocket Dimension, then you can get, and you do both time runs, then you're going to be able to get, 75 extra shards plus the 51 here. That's a 3-star unlock for the character. But I feel like, man, if they had just done, maybe had this, if it was a 14-day, maybe 7 days for the first one, and then 7 days for the second milestone, kind of what they did with Icarus's event, right? Then you could have gotten a total of 102 shards here, and then the shards that you would have gotten from Pocket Dimension would have given you an opportunity to get a 4-star character. But now, a lot of players, number one, they won't be able to do Pocket Dimension because they don't have the right characters available to them to do it. So they're only going to be able to get a 2-star unlock of the character by just going through these milestones. So it just kind of feels bad, man, that overall that the shards that they're giving out in this game for new character releases are just becoming less and less available. It's crazy, dude. Magic was basically free to play. You got a 3-star unlock. For this right here, if you're someone that has a beefy enough, not beefy enough, but if you have some of the right characters, right, for Pocket Dimension, You're going to be able to get through Fresh Horizons, also be able to get through Pocket Dimension, get your 3-star unlock if you're free to play. And 3-star characters do carry a lot of weight now, right? They are better than what previous 3-star characters were. But still, with that being said, I still think that there's definitely a missed opportunity here where they could have let this milestone run twice, giving you the extra shards, and then if you got through Pocket Dimension, at least give you opportunity here to get a 4-star character. I just said that the way they've been going about this is a trend now. We've seen this now. This is a trend where they are starting to give you less shards for characters. We haven't seen a strike pass release in a while, but pretty much basically the event store or these milestones are kind of doing the exact same thing that you would be able to get through a strike pass anyways, in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't like it. Maybe I'm going off on too much of a tangent here, but I just don't like how they've kind of just limited the amount of shards that you can get. And then later on, they'll make a character like this needed for a legendary unlock, right? You need this character for a legendary unlock later on, and then you're screwed because you don't have enough shards. You never had enough shards on the initial release. They take forever, or even if it's not a legendary, it's not for a legendary unlock, it's even worse because if they don't, at least if the character's going to be used for a legendary unlock, at least you would be able to, they'll become farmable earlier. But if they're not used for a legendary unlock, it'll take you forever probably to get this character to be farmable. Look at the symbiotes. I mean, we still got symbiote Spider-Man in the Doom campaign, the last campaign known in the Doom campaign. AV just went to the War Store. How long did that take, right? Just things like that, man, just make this really kind of rub me the wrong way. Just the way that they go about doing these releases and how long it takes for characters to become farmable. It's just terrible. But I digress, man. Wanted to talk about some other things as well going on, where we got some rumors last week, right? So one of the rumors was the Apocalypse rumor, and that Apocalypse, we saw that from last week with the Twitter post. They kind of confirmed it, and then in this video here, this is actually a video with Valley and Drew the Rumor Guy that talked about the Horsemen of the Apocalypse that could be coming to Marvel Strike Force here. Now, still rumors, but the rumor is that Apocalypse most likely won't be coming to war until maybe the end of 2022. That's the information that we got here from this video. Once again, this is Valley's video, so if you haven't watched it already, then go take a look at that there as well. But Omega, looks like Apocalypse is going to be coming towards the end of the year, and that each Horseman is going to have their individual team that they're going to be a part of. So the rumor is that Omega Red is already a part of the Weapon X team. He's going to be one of the Horsemen. The rumor is that there's going to be an Excalibur team, which I believe Angel is supposed to be going on. So therefore, he will be one of the Horsemen, and he will be on that team. There's also a Hellfire Club team, I've heard as well, where I think potentially maybe Magneto, it may be one of the Horsemen as well that would be a part of that team. I think Emma's also supposed to be getting a rework as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on with the Horsemen and all this stuff, and hearing all of these teams that are potentially going to be coming in 2022. But for me, what this means, man, it just means that we're going to be really crunched out on mutant gear right now, right? So if you're probably looking to evolve your magic, I just said like a Pokemon, but if you're looking to upgrade your magic or anything like that, you kind of got to like really be wise about how you're going about investing into these teams, and realistically maybe start farming those G14s, right? Farming those mutant G14s in advance, making sure that you're opening up your maybe grabbing them from the supply store, because that is definitely a bottleneck right now that I'm starting to even experience myself. Like I went from 300 of the adaptive pathogens for G14 to now like 142 of them by upgrading some mutant characters. So this is gonna be a big year for the mutant crunch, so kind of just prepare for that right now. But exciting teams, man. Excalibur would be fun with Captain Britain, like a lot of really fun teams that could become Archangel. Of course, we mentioned becoming Archangel, Hellfire Club. I mean, that team could be really fun, right, in Marvel Strike Force. Kind of a resurgence maybe for Emma. So that would be really good, man, to kind of see those things. We don't know who the next Horseman would be, though. So still one Horseman that we haven't heard about as of yet. So maybe we'll get some information on that a little bit later on. But another rumor that popped up as well from Valley, too, was that there's a couple right now test teams for tech raids, right, or tech raid characters that are being tested right now. So we got that Power Armor 2.0, I think is currently being tested. But then we also have this other rumor about a bunch of characters, man, that I have no idea who the hell they are. Soldier Zero, some other name. I mean, who cares, bro? This is not what we want. So I just want to come here and say this. This is not what we want. We don't want no characters that we have no idea who they are. What we desire and what we want is like an AIM rework. Give us MODOK, man. Give us that Power Armor 2.0. That's the team that we want. That's the raid team that we want. That will be a lot of fun. So in my opinion, that's definitely one of the things that I'm looking forward to here is potentially being able to get some of those teams that we want. Not this right here. Now, we do need a tech Doom raid answer. We do, because we're struggle buggling right now, right? We really struggle buggling right now. I just brought up my Lady Deathstrike to 80 in gear tier 14. I'm going to be bringing her up to probably 85 and 15 just so that I can get through these Doom raids. But she's providing a lot of utility. I think when Star-Lord T'Challa gets rolled around, I'm going to be using Star-Lord T'Challa, Lady Deathstrike, and the big three, right? Doc Ock, Doom, Kestrel, to be able to get through these raids. But man, I mean, it would be really nice to have a full team synergy. It's also going to feel really bad, though, by the way, when we've already upgraded Lady Deathstrike and T'Challa, and then to just have an entirely new tech Doom raid team. Yeah, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but we know that that's going to be coming sometime soon as well, right? So that's pretty much it. And speaking of T'Challa, when is this man when are we gonna know when he's coming? What is his release method? We have no idea yet when T'Challa is coming to Marvel Strike Force, when his release method is gonna be. So need to know what the hell is going on there. But that's gonna be it, guys, for the weekly headliner update this week. We do have the Relic Hunt that's coming around on Friday, so take a look at that. Obviously, Pocket Dimension is gonna be on Friday as well. Let me know, do you guys want me to make a video as how to prepare for Pocket Dimension? If you don't have Omega Red, we can probably bang that out as well. Just let me know, guys. If you have if you want me to do that, I can talk about that in the video as well. But listen, that's gonna be it for this week, man. Some exciting stuff, of course, but also some things that are concerning. Not really a big fan of Scarlet Spider and how he's being released in the limited amount of shards. Good character, great character, but a little disappointed where that is concerned. We also got Spider-Punk this past weekend as well, right? A little surprised that he got released and how quick he got released. But yeah, it looks like we're probably going to be getting T'Challa maybe in a couple of weeks from now, at least offers wise. Hoping that this Friday we'll have an idea exactly how he's going to be released in Marvel Strike Force. Disappointed that Doc Ock is coming instead of Omega Red. I feel like that would have really helped out the community by bringing in Omega Red. And then yeah, you know, I don't really want that Tech Doom Raid team, although I do want the answer. I'm just not sure that I want that team in particular. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Appreciate you guys watching the video. Until next time, y'all be blessed and y'all be safe. Woo! But I guess I'll see some of you guys on the stream tonight, right? Yeah, I guess that's also true. Yeah, I think that happened.